characters like that that are so not them, because that's where the acting comes in, right? If I try my best in my normal life to be a really nice guy, then whenever I get the chance to play an evil, bad character, it's a lot of fun. Because it's going to demand, more acting performance and drawing on some kind of imagination than it would be if it was just me. You know what I mean? If I just, it's funny when people, a lot of times people say to me, "What character have you played that's most like you?"
Oh, sorry.
Well, there's certainly those characters that I've played that are like me, but usually they're not as much fun, just because it doesn't require as much concentration as an actor. But I enjoyed Basara. I enjoyed it a lot. And what's funny is we did the video game first, and then the anime came along, and since we had already been cast for the video game, we got to play the same characters in the anime. So, yes?
Who was your favorite?
Are you Link?
Yes.
You look awesome.
Link with the bomb.
Nice. Don't like that. Until I leave.
Who was your favorite homunculus out of the whole series, Brotherhood?
Say love. No, say breathe.
Who was your favorite Link?
I would have to say Reed from the Brotherhood.
Really? Yeah. Brotherhood Reed was pretty cool. You know what? Who I think was my favorite? I think from the original series. Ooh. Yeah, I've said this before. I'm going to have to stick with my same answer then. Lust. For like 3 reasons. Number 1, she's hot. I mean, undeniably, irresistibly hot. I wouldn't expect you to understand that yet. And so, first, because she's hot. Secondly, why I really liked her is because at the end she kind of turned and, and helped Edward. And then thirdly, because she's hot.
What about Laura?
Hey, but you know what? I tell you what. I really, really love Envy, too. But you know why? Because Envy is such a tragic character. He's so... I say she because I think of Wendy Powell. When I think of Envy, I think of the voice actors who played Envy. And so I always say she, and the fans are very quick to correct me. But I love Envy because he is such a tragic character. So angry and so bitter and so vengeful. But then when you find out why, you're like, oh my gosh, that is so sad,
Feel sorry.
Yeah, exactly. You feel bad for him. That his dad, abandoned him and that his 2 kids, Ed and Al, were more important to him than Envy was. Yeah, so I really like that a lot too. Yes, Mike.
Do you think he's been typecast in any of the characters?
That's a great question. Do I think I've been typecast? Wasn't really typecast. This is like, you know what? I think that in my entire body of work, I've had the opportunity to do a lot of different things. So I think, I don't know, but I think that the people that I work with, I've established with them that I have a wide range, that I'm versatile. So I don't always get cast as the young hero. The Edgar Elric, or maybe even, you guys been watching Kakashi, which is on right before Full Metal, Yoshimori. He's a teenage kid, hero. Well, how different, how different can I possibly make my voice for that? You can't, really. I tried a little bit, but I've done so many different kinds of characters that are very different. Now, as anime fans, you guys know a lot of shows that the average public doesn't know, right? So, like, Basara, and any number of other shows that were anime that went straight to DVD, right? Right, or that have a very small following. They're very specific little shows. You may, you know a lot about those, but the average public, all they know is Dragon Ball Z, right? Full Metal Alchemist, Naruto, Bleach, maybe, right? But that's about Pokemon, right? Yu-Gi-Oh!
No, he wasn't.
Digimon.
Somebody else. This black guy who's a Power Ranger.
Mainstream animes that have been released.
No, the new
Now,
Bleach is
but even having said that,
Ichigo.
Edward Elric is definitely not
He's voiced by
Broly
the Black Power Ranger.
from Dragon Ball
His
Z.
name slips
And
Johnny
Broly and
Umbosh.
Edward are definitely
We're
not
friends.
Ikaku from Bleach, the bald Soul Reaper guy that I play. In fact, you know what one of my favorite things is? When somebody writes me and says, I watched 10 episodes of this show before I even realized that that was you. An actor's favorite, one thing that actors really enjoy is when people don't immediately recognize their voice. And that happened with Ikaku in Bleach. And so I don't think I've been typecast because I've done enough work with a lot of different directors who know that I can do that kind of a guy, or maybe a smoother character. You know, not necessarily the fun, like, you know, hero kind of a teenage boy. So, you know, and not only that, but the personalities would be different. So you might take an Edward Elric kind of a voice, and if he's a good guy or a hero, then he might have a certain sound. And if he's a creepy character, you might tweak it just a little bit, so it's a little more strange. You know? So it's not necessarily about always changing the voice, but being able to play a lot of different kind of characters. So I hope I have the typecast. I don't think I have. When I go to pop culture conventions, like big sci-fi, multi-genre conventions, 90% of the fans that show up are there because of Full Metal or Bleach.